What is going on, guys? Brad here for Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Jazz versus Timberwolves game going down on Friday, November 7th, 2025. Before I get to the free play, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can always find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video. It'll say Brad's best picks. You can find my plays there as well. Now, these are the picks that I'm putting the most time into. These are the picks that I ultimately have the most money on. So, would love for you guys to hop on with me and cash in with me on this Friday. We also do have the inner circle. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is for people who make larger bets, but if this sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen. We've had a lot of high rollers join this program, and I've had a lot of success. So check it out. But let's get right into this one, guys. We got some NBA Cup action. We got the Utah Jazz headed into Minnesota to play the Timberwolves. This will be the Jazz's fifth road game in a row. They went into Phoenix, went into Charlotte, went into Boston, went into Detroit, and now they're going into Minnesota. And then they get to go back home on November 10th and actually play this Minnesota team again. So this is kind of a weird back-to-back rematch spot for both of these teams. Minnesota just finished a little East Coast road trip, going into Charlotte, going into Brooklyn, and then finishing off in New York playing the Knicks. My pick of the day on Wednesday was the Knicks laying 3.5, and that was a blowout winner. They won that game by 23 points. It's a pretty close and competitive game throughout the whole game, but at the end there, the Knicks just absolutely took off and won that one big. Minnesota, though, man, 4-4 straight up, 2-6 ATS. They were missing Anthony Edwards for most of their games, but he did come back in their last game, and they're looking pretty damn healthy for this one. No one really major on the injury report. Utah Jazz, Kessler out for the season. That sucks. Because Walker Kessler was having a nice little season to start this one off. And then George Niang is questionable for this one. Man, Utah's an interesting team. On paper, they look terrible. On paper, they're a team you don't really want to touch. But 5-3 ATS, you can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it. And also, I just don't really trust this Minnesota team to cover these big numbers, man. I don't. We saw them lay 12 earlier this season against the Pacers. They barely won that game. Let's see if there's any other big spreads. Nah, not really. They were laying 7.5 against the Lakers. I think it was it was Luka. Luka didn't play. Reeves played. But no Luka, and they lost that game outright. I just don't know how I feel about this Timberwolves team. I feel like the Timberwolves are going to be similar to last year. They're going to get a bunch of line respect because on paper they are a good team, and you know, they're going to have success in the postseason because they're built like that. But laying these big numbers with the Timberwolves, so you're just asking for it. And this Utah Jazz team, say what you want about them, but they've been scrappy this season, man. They have. So I'm going to take Utah. I'm going to take all the points. You're not going to see me laying double-digit points with the Timberwolves much this season, to be perfectly honest with you. So give me Utah here. Give me the points. Appreciate you guys watching this. Drop a like. Drop in the comments who you're taking in this game. I'm curious to see who you guys have. Check out my premiums. Like I said, those are my best picks every day. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. Let me catch you on the next one.